Welcome back to the channel. I've been using Topdon products for a few years now, and they've always outperformed my expectations. So my Phoenix Nano was my last scanner that I got from them, and it's done everything I asked it to do. So when they call me up and say, hey, we have a new scanner that's just coming out, would you like to try that? And tell me a little more about it. Well, it does more than the Nano, it's cheaper than the Nano, and it has cheaper yearly subscriptions than the Nano. I said, okay, there's no downside. Send it out and let me try it out. So here it is. It's the Topdon One. So let's get it opened up, see what it is, and see what it can do. They always do have some of the best packaging. A box in a box. In a box. This one's plastic. They seatbelted in and everything. Ooh, candy. I love it when they send me candy. Ah, we got gloves. They must have sent those just for me. Charging connectors. Yep, this is all for charging. Let's see what's in this side. They seatbelt everything in here, and more candy. Plug it into the computer. Hope it comes charged, at least with something. Oh, we got 80%. So I'm going to set this all up and then we're going to try it out real quick.
Few minutes later.
Took about 10 minutes or so for it to all set up. We have a couple of cars to try it out on. No cords. That's nice. Let's go see what it does. I lied. It actually does have a cord in case you can't get this in somewhere. You can have a little extension for it. I think, yeah, we won't have any trouble here. So we can screen record everything. They made this just for YouTubers. It just made the magic noise to let me, gotta do this the hard way. I'd never had to scan the VIN in manually or had the option to, so I'm not sure if it uses the barcode or the letters and numbers. Animals. But it's not using either. So we're just going old school. We're going to type it in. There's all our modules. See if we have any codes. We shouldn't. We had no check engine lights. Ooh, we got ABS codes, probably the ones we didn't clear out. Ooh, we got lots of stuff to look at. Look at all that red. See how many of these come back. Six in the gem module. All from
having stuff apart. When we put it all back together, we didn't clear it out. So let's see what's in there.
Well, the two codes either didn't erase or came right back.
Looks like we got something to fix. Less than 2 transmitters programmed. You lie.
Since we have no ABS light, I'm thinking these are just old codes that never cleared. So instead of clearing them from the surface, we're going to go into the module and clear them that way, see if they disappear then.
There we go. We had to clear it the hard way. Okay, we're all green. It's running. We're not gonna mess with anything. We can check all the TSBs. It's a Ford.
Who has just dethroned GM as the king of the recalls?
There we go. Equipment. 3 valves. DTC repair guide. It helps you guess. Gives you a little more data so you can make an educated guess. Tells you when it gets detected. Gives you a description. And gives you something to test. So you don't have to just guess or rely on AutoZone to sell you a part that you may or may not need.
Getting products early release or pre-release is quite awesome, except for there's one downside. When you get stuff that's new, there's a lot of updates, and that's a problem for me because I don't like to update things. You can check my phone and see the icon next to all of my apps. Yeah, I don't update anything. So I decided that I would update the Topdon to see if it performed better. See if I didn't have to enter the VIN manually because I used a little bit of logic. I know, it's 2026 and that word is unheard of, but it should be able to read a VIN from a 2004 vehicle, especially a domestic Ford. I'm gonna update it and see if we can read our VIN, and if not, well, I'm gonna be severely disappointed. But I'm guessing that it was just an update that they threw in afterwards, and I just didn't have it in there. So let's see if it works a whole lot better. The good thing about not updating your scanner and then updating it all at once, it's like getting a brand new scanner all over again.
The moment of truth. Is the scanner the disappointment, or is it me? If you ask my father, it's always me. We got a VIN. That's a step in the right direction. It looks the same, at least to a dyslexic guy, so we'll confirm it. See if that gets us in. All right. Success. It was in fact the scanner and not me for a change. Although it's asking us questions. It's not a 3-valve, thank goodness. So since we're here, we might as well see if any of our codes came back that we cleared, so we know if we fixed everything. We'll just do an overall scan of all the modules, and since I'm not connected to the internet, we can't look at the pretty map. We'll just go with the list and see if our codes came back. We're good on the PCM, which was never a problem, our ABS, which was, and it's gone. Oh, we got a new fault code here in our gem module. See what that's all about. And we have to do a self-test. And I'm pretty sure I know what those are all about, so we're not going to worry about those because you're here to see what I think of this scanner, not to diagnose a vehicle. So if you want to see the diagnosis of these problems, I'll include them at the end of the video so you have some closure. But for right now, we're going to work on another vehicle that we have sitting in the shop and see if we can do some stuff to diagnose our problems here. And since we have a O2 sensor heater that's bad and a bunch of evap codes, you know this is a GM. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. We'll do the evap code because it's easy. It's probably all the same problem. We'll go to our actuator test because it's a GM truck, you know that it came from the factory with a bad vent valve. So we're going to actuate our vent valve and see if we hear it clicking. So it's venting right now. Not venting. Venting. And you can't hear it off camera, but it ain't clicking. So it's probably bad. We'll figure out why. But that's for another video. If you want to see that, subscribe to the channel. This truck will be featured on a video in the future. I'm just test driving the scanner right now to make sure it does everything I need it to do. And so far, it does. If my notes are correct, we've completed this video. We introduced our product, we made fun of Ford, we made fun of GM. We didn't make fun of Dodge, but, well, they did it to themselves. I can't make fun of the imports because, well, they don't get triggered and it's really no fun. So if you decided the Topdon One is for you, link is in the description. And if you need a closure to the Lightning and all of its codes in the GEM module, keep watching. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Here's our two codes on our Ford and the GEM module that we haven't had before, so I'm going to use that crazy L word again, logic. And we're going to determine that those are both connected to the fact that I'm doing this with the door open. So we're going to close the door, and we're going to initiate the self-test and see what happens. And while we're doing this, the windows roll down, lights flicker. It's just a precursor from 2004 of what AI is going to do to us when it finally takes over. And our trouble codes are gone. All it was the doors open when we ran the test.